Well, hello and good morning to all of our conscious cruisers. We welcome you in to the award-winning 2025 Meet and I award-winning podcast. Thank you for listening on. Thank you, Meet and I, and thank you to all of our listeners out there for making us this award-winning best podcast of 2025. This is our podcast where we are going to talk about some of those topics in the cruise and travel world today. Today, we have a very special topic. We're going to talk about things and habits other cruisers do that irritate you. Ooh, I know there's a lot of them, so sit tight. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome into the Conscious Cruiser Podcast, the know before you go approach to cruising and travel. The smartest cruiser is the Conscious Cruiser. And your conscious casters, Alisa, Chet, and Scott.
All right, catch that feng shui early. Catch it early because we're going to talk about some irritating topics. I know it's going to ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
everything okay, Scott? Everything okay?
You guys ready for this one? You guys ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
We're ready.
All right. So tell me your biggest cruise pet peeve. What is your biggest cruise pet peeve, Alisa?
Oh, goodness gracious. I mean, I appreciate you guys so much and that you always want to be gentlemen and let ladies go first, but I'm really like not struggling, but kind of like, I don't have a lot of peeves about cruising in general, but for the purposes of the show, I will come up with something. I think probably something that I have talked about a lot and we've talked about on the podcast is that I I want people to, yes, it's your vacation. Yes, you're there to have a good time and you're there to have good service, but I don't like it when people are not polite to the crew. And I think that starts off with meeting your cabin attendant, your they all have different names, your room steward. Um, yes, they are there to take good care of you, but they're not servants. They
Yeah.
talk to them, say hello. They're in the hallway a million times a day, and you can walk past them all the time. Good morning.
Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon. Talk
Yeah.
to them. They're real people and sweet people, and
Mhm.
they will go out of their way to do something for you if you need it or want it. So just start off with the pleasantries. Be polite.
I love that.
That's a great one. That's a great one. Well, for me, I've got a list of them. At least I could let you borrow some of mine.
Well, sit back
But I'm gonna
now.
pick the one that really gets me the most. I think, especially since the COVID times, is people coming on the cruise sick, and you've seen them. They're sitting in the theater right behind you, or sitting at the table beside you. They're coughing and they're hacking, and you can tell they got a fever. They're sitting there sweating, and they don't feel
Oh,
good.
geez.
And they act like they're going to just blow chunks at any minute. And you just wonder, like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Why did this sick person come on this cruise to get everybody sick? And we always get up and move when we hear that. That's really a big pet peeve of mine. If you think you absolutely got to come on that cruise sick, how about locking yourself up in your cabin and not making everybody sick? It's and you see it. You know who they are. You hear cough, 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 and you look over there and you look at them. And they look like they just they need to head down to the medical center. There's something wrong. It's not their sinuses clogged up. It's not a minor thing. It looks like they're really sick. And why are they here? And we run into at least one person like that on every cruise. It seems like they're sitting right there, right next to us or behind us or whatever. We can just get up and move real quick because I don't want to get sick on my vacation. But that's my biggest pet peeve. If you're sick, stay home. Just stay home. You got the insurance, right, to cover if you got to cancel for any reason. use it. So that's my
And I
big pet
think,
peeve.
yeah, I
Don't
think
make.
that might be just an awareness thing that people don't think about how much their interaction on the ship is going to affect other people.
Yeah.
And, that's the reason why there's all the washy-washy stations and all the hand sanitizers, because it germs can spread quickly because there's lots of contact points on the ship. So
Mhm.
I'm with Chad. If you know you're sick, it's really not the place.
Correct. Correct. Stay home or stay in the cabin. Yeah, I mean, there's been countless times, especially on the last couple cruises, that we've seen that. I think that kind of it really sums it up what I'm gonna say, and I can't believe that I'm gonna say this, but in the last 5 years, I think my biggest pet peeve is the selfish cruiser, right? Not the conscious
Mhm.
cruiser, but the selfish cruiser, right? We're all there to vacation, right? And we're all there to enjoy ourselves. Yes, but I think the lack of human decency for one another, right? Your fellow cruisers have went out the window. And one of the biggest, let me explain. One of the biggest is seeing somebody who is either handicapped or in a wheelchair, or somebody who's even older than yourself, much older. Let's say I'm 37, right? Somebody who's 80, 85, right? Waiting for the elevator, even if they were behind you, right? Back in the day, you just let them go, right? Respect your elders. You held the door
Mhm.
open for
Yeah.
them. Why are you
Yeah.
in a rush? Let them go. Right now, it's just like, no, what you don't even let the people get off the elevator first before you're cutting off
Yes.
Edith and Ethel. Okay, so you're not even letting the people come out, and then you're cutting off, grandma and grandpa, because you got to get up and get your guy's burger from the no, right? So I think that my biggest pet peeve is just seeing that all spread all around the ship, right? You see it, there's numerous counts of actions, and that is just an example of one. But I think
Mhm.
the selfish cruiser, thy selfish cruiser, I think that is my biggest pet peeve. And I think that umbrella is kind of both, but yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
You, like Alisa said, you don't realize the impact that you have on someone's day when you go down the hallway. Just ask your room steward, A, where they're from, and B, the next time they're going home. They will light up like a Christmas tree, even if they don't celebrate Christmas. They'll be like, what? Who? What? Me? I'm from Kenya, and yeah, I go home in March. And they're like, all of a sudden, they just have somebody to tell, right? And you've
Yeah.
asked them, right? You've made their day. It's you don't realize these things. You don't realize these things. Okay, so next question. This one is just getting hotter. Shh, let the steam out, people. Share a time where another cruiser did something that just grinded your gears. Chet Mix, I am going to let you go first. Give us an example.
Well, a couple episodes ago, I gave a big example when the guys were
Oh,
throwing the drinks and cigarettes down on a couple in front of me.
Remember?
So since I've covered that one already, and I don't want to really get that cranked up, I'm going to use
don't
another
get them
example.
going, people. Don't get them going.
That really grounded my gears
It's
bad.
okay. It's okay.
Anyway, so lesser one that wasn't so bad is we're in a spa day, right? And you got the thalassotherapy pools and the hot stone beds that you like to lay on after you come out of the pools and stuff. And they've got a very limited supply in there, usually like 8 or 10 at the max, 12 if you're on a really big ship. Well, we come out, we've done our massage, we've done the hot pool in there, the whirlpool. We're ready to go lay on the stone beds now. We go in there, and there's like two ladies sitting on them, and the other 10 are just got books and towels on them. And I'm like, whose books and towels are these? And the other lady's like, oh, it's those ladies that's out there in the pools and stuff. And some of them are, getting massages and things. I looked over, there's an attendant there. I'm like, hey, what are you going to do about this? And here comes some lady. She obviously was watching. That guy's going to try to take my bed. I'm going to run in there and tell him he can't have it. So she come running there. Oh, we're saving these for when we get done out there. We're doing this and that and something else. I'm like, well, I says, here's what's going to happen. You're going to move your stuff, or I looked at the attendant, or you're going to move her stuff, or I'm going to move your stuff because I'm fixing to lay on these beds. And then when I get done, I'm not going to save it. I'm going to leave because you're not supposed to save them.
Leave 'em.
You come in, you use it when it's available, If they're all full, then obviously you got to wait. If all
Right.
10 beds got 10 people in them, you got to wait your turn until somebody leaves. But you don't lay your book and your towels on there. There's only
Sure.
10 of them or 8 of them, however many there is. So I was getting a little wired up because I was not bluffing. I'm fixing to move somebody's stuff.
I'm not.
I don't bluff. If I tell you I'm going to move it, I'm going to move it.
I'll move it.
So the attendant goes, "That's okay. I'll move it." And the lady got really mad and started yelling at the attendant. I laid down on my stone bed and watched the show. Watch the show. I'm like, look at that. That lady's having a fit.
You give them
I
a
don't
little
care.
shake. You give a little shaky shake.
Normally, I only sit here like
Just like
sit here
let
like
the
15
relaxing
minutes. I mean, how
begin.
long can you lay on a stone bed? Right? It's heated. It's a
Yeah.
15-minute thing. It's like a whirlpool, right? You're not laying there all day. You're not laying there for an hour. 15 minutes. And I'm like, you know what? I may sit here for a half hour if the show goes on like this.
Wow.
That lady just ranted and ranted the whole time, man. And the poor attendant's like, I have to admit, she had thick skin. She's like, no, ma'am, you cannot save these seats. There's a sign right there. Sign right over there. Can't save these seats. So it ground my gears a little bit, but then I kind of got a chuckle out of it after the attendant did do a great job and took care of the situation. So, but it wasn't real relaxing at that moment, though, like it could have been.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, that was a scene. That was a scene. I mean, I know how we feel about, chair hogs on the Lido deck, just that people, like you said, same thing. They want to put their stuff down early and save it all day, even though they're not there but 10 minutes. Just
And
be
I've moved their
considerate.
towels too.
Yeah.
I've moved their books too.
Oh, wow.
You can't save them, people.
You
I
can't
mean, if you're right there in the pool and you got out, I'll give you that. But if you're going off to eat lunch and stuff, no.
No.
take yourself with you. Take yourself with you. How about you, Alisa? What is a
Goodness.
time another cruiser did something that just
I'm trying to think of a specific incident, but nothing to that level. I don't like it when people don't follow the. I know everybody is not like thinking about cruises all the time like we are. But when you go on a cruise ship and they're talking about how you need reservations for things, especially a show, and then they don't make reservations and they want to just sort of disrupt the whole thing, like, what do you mean I have to have reservations? I paid to be on this ship and blah 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 blah. Yeah, we know, we all did. We all did. We made the reservations, and now we're
Yeah.
gonna see the show. And then that's not enough. Then they start kind of like talking down the whole show, all the people on it, all the process. It just like it ruins the scene for everybody else. So
Mhm.
in general, my thing is just, be polite. It's like, okay, how can I get in to see the show? I didn't make reservations, or I forgot, or whatever. They're always so willing to tell you what the next option is, or how they can accommodate you. And if you're just kind of like calm and nice, they're going to try their best to get you in, because there are going to people who don't show up for their scheduled time. There's a standby line. There's another process. You just don't have to lose it over that.
Yeah, it's like automatic defense mode, right? It's like you assume that the help isn't going to help you. You go to the help to complain to the help, and you don't let the help you. It's like, no, I already know you're not going to help me. Well, how do you know that I'm not going to help you? And then you just start to, oh, well, I paid for the cruise. I did the, yes, everybody
Yes, you
paid for the
did.
cruise.
We all did. We all did. That's how we got here.
If you take these steps, 1, 2, 3, you can reserve it right now, and boom, you'll be on that line right there. That's how we do this. That's how we do it. Screaming and yelling is not going to get you what you want any faster.
It may be our first time on the ship and during this process, but most times it's not theirs. It's not, they know the system. Just let it work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
110%. So this happens all the time. I call it the velociraptors of the bar. Okay. So that is the people that you see. You don't see them, right? All of a sudden they just come in like, And all of a
He's
sudden,
flapping
they
his
just
arms.
fly in. They
Right.
just fly into the bar and they find this little tiny little spot in the bar, right? And then they sit there and they come up to the bar, no matter how many people are there, no matter what the bartender is doing, and then they do this. They take their stateroom card and they go,
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
or they try to play like they go into the music. So if it's like, but they're really tapping to get the bartender's attention. Well, let me
Yeah.
just tell you that bartenders, all the bartenders, they have a mental digital list in their mind of who can. Kathy came first, the girl with the ponytail.
I know
Check.
how they keep
Check
track
from
what
Sea
they
Light
do.
Journeys. Okay, okay. Oh, and then that guy, right? You tap, right? Guess what? You automatically put yourself in the back of the line. And there might be some ghost people that come up before you. Even if you were fourth, guess what? Now you're 14th. Okay.
Yep.
So stop tapping your card. Stop trying to come in. They see you. They know they already have 4 drinks. They're making 3, and then they have 4 more, and then they will get to you. Tapping your card is not going to get their attention. And I'm sure it is definitely not going to put you up to the front of the line. And it's going to piss all of the other people off that are looking at you like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
okay.
Again, they are there to serve the drinks, to make the drinks and serve the drinks. They're not gonna, and it happens to be the biggest, moneymaker on board the ship. They're gonna serve you. Just give it a minute.
Yep. Oh, the Velociraptor came. Hold on. Let me just drop everything. Would you like some cherries, sir? No, it does not happen. It does not happen. Okay. So we are going to go to a little break, a little commercial break. But before that, I am going to just let everybody know we are all wearing our Meet and I 2025 award-winning shirts. This is a special thank you to Meet and I. If you have not gone over and checked out Meet and I, their channel, please go over and check them out. They do this wonderful, wonderful award ceremony every single year, and the people, Meet and I and the people have spoken, and we are the best podcast. Meet and I Awards 2025. So we are wearing it loud and proud, but it would be a great, great favor to us if you went over to Meet and I and showed them some love too. So they show us love all year round,
All year round.
especially with this award ceremony. So thank you guys very much. And then we're going to do this, and I'm going to appreciate all of our Spotify listeners and all those people who listen to us on Spotify. And guess what? If you didn't know that we put all of our episodes on Spotify, so you can listen when you're on your way to your port, on the way to the library, on your way to Chet's house, on your way to brunch, guess what?
Whatever.
You can put it on and just go, boop, Conscious Cruiser.
Ahoy, fellow cruise enthusiasts. Ready to set sail on a sea of knowledge? Have you checked out the Conscious Cruiser podcast on Spotify? Well, what are you waiting for? Every week, our podcast is packed with all your cruising essentials. Whether you're driving to work, driving someone crazy, or driving to your next cruise port, pop on the Conscious Cruiser. We've got the best know-before-you-go cruise and travel tips. It's like having a cruise expert in your pocket. So give us a follow, give us a listen, and let's make your next cruise the best one yet. Don't miss out on the fun. Join the Conscious Cruiser community today. Now, back to the Conscious Casters.
That's us.
We
Thank you.
sound good on Spotify.
Oh, we sound amazing on Spotify, and we are on our way, our journey over to 100 listeners and followers over there. So if you can help us, we would be able to do some really, really cool things on Spotify once we hit that milestone. We're about halfway there. So if you can help us get the other halfway, we appreciate all of you. So thank you very much to Spotify and Meet and I. That's both of our sponsors today. Okay, our third question is in your opinion question. In your opinion, what is something that you will never do on a cruise that you may see other cruisers doing? Let's just say bad habit, good habit, either way, something that you will just never do on a cruise that other people probably do or do. Alisa, what do you have Do you have a ting? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. You know what is always kind of in each cruise line does it different, but whatever the system is on that ship to get onto a tender boat to
Mm.
go to to go ashore, to go
Mhm.
on to a port or to a private island, pay attention to whatever the process is to that.
Yes.
If they're asking you to go and get a ticket, go get a ticket. If they're
Yes.
asking you to wait in this line here, wait in that line here. Don't just come up and around all the other people waiting and think again that you're the only one, or my family needs to get onto the tender boat now. Well, what are the rest of us doing? So they make lots of announcements. They put it in the whatever their form of the newsletter is. They will have signs posted
Mm.
about that process. It's a real process. It's an actual process. Somebody in your group, in your party, needs to pay attention and do that so that you're not, it's not a crush trying to get onto the boats. Some people are already nervous about the transfer from the ship onto the tender boat. Don't make it more complicated or nerve-wracking for everybody else.
Oh, that's a good one. Honestly, didn't even think about that. I hate those tender ports too. Oh, God, they're
A
such a pain.
lot of people are nervous about that,
Yep, I agree. How about
That's,
you,
that's
Chet
a great one.
Mix?
Well, I think skipping lines, you see it a lot of times on the ship. In buffets is the most common. Elevators is
Mhm.
one Scott mentioned earlier. Um,
Yeah.
trying to get into the theater. Here comes some people want to get it. People just feel entitled. I think it's the word Alisa used it. I think is very appropriate, and they're there and you're not, and they're going to go to the front of the line, no matter what. I just I don't do that. I find the back of the line wherever it's at, and that's where I go. And
Yeah.
if it fills up before I get in, well, okay. But I'll catch the next one. I'll go do something else, whatever. But I think skipping lines, is kind of I don't know. I would never do that. I don't think more highly of myself than other people. I don't think I deserve to just go ahead of everybody. Hey, y'all in the line. I'm passing y'all up because well, I'm me and y'all ain't. I just I don't know what kind of person can do that. So no, I'm never going to do that. Never going to do that. Even if they say, "Oh, sir, please come up here," I'm like, "Nope, my place is right here. I'll wait." Can't do it. I just can't
Take
do
a
it.
turn.
The entitlement of some people, the entitled cruisers now that just think that they're them. That they just I walk up to the buffet. I do what I want to do. Um, and you want to know what I think the one for me, and I've seen this a lot lately, and it's kind of deterred me from the buffets, to tell you the truth, is the buffet food players. Okay. And let me explain. Okay. You're on the buffet, you're waiting, and all of a sudden there's this large, big, sweaty guy in front of you, and there's this tray of whatever, and we're there with the tongs, and he starts playing to see what slice of pizza or what slice of meat or
Oh,
which
Ooh.
carrot he wants, right? And he play,
yeah.
oh no, I don't want that. He flips them all over, and then he decides he put one, and he's like, it's like halfway in his plate, and then he puts it back, and he's like, oh no, I want that carrot. Like,
Yeah.
no, stop playing with the buffet food. Stop doing that. Put it on your plate, right?
Yeah.
If you don't want it, okay, just put it off to the side. Or if it's bad, right? If there's like something on it, just tell one of the people, like, sir, excuse me, there's like, an onion where there shouldn't be an onion, or there's a hole in
Right.
this slice of pizza. Like, don't just play with it and then, like, throw it on the top of the other pieces of pizza because it's not going to be yours, right? Stop playing with the buffet food. Just
Okay, Ringo.
take it and eat it, right? I've seen that so much. Like, if you're gonna mix the macaroni and cheese, like, and do a thing for everybody, because the macaroni and cheese getting a little, you stir it up. Cool. You take your boom, and then you go. I'm fine with that. Thank you. Stir it up, but stop playing with all the stuff to try to find the best carrot all the way at the bottom.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. Okay, just knock it off. Okay.
Yeah.
It grosses me out. I don't want you touching my carrot, right? And I stop it. Okay, just stop it. And I've seen so much of that lately, like this last cruise and on World America too. Yeah. And
Yeah.
especially in the pizza and wings place, the people with the wings, the free wings, they would just like, with all the things, they were just like flopping over which one they want. Oh, I don't want that one. I just want this one. I want this one.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm
Ugh.
sitting there. I'm like, okay, now what? I don't even know. I don't know which one hasn't been touched. I mean, I know they're not touching them with their hands, but just still, why are you?
People just as particular as they are about what piece that they want, so everybody else is too. So it's just the awareness that you're not the only one in this buffet line who wanted or did not want that piece of whatever. Like, just think about it for a second. And maybe people think that no one is going to see them, or no one is going to notice, or it doesn't matter,
Mhm.
or it does they don't no one cares. But we do. People are in general are very particular about their food.
Yeah.
I get it, but you want to know what? On the surface, just pick the one that looks the best. Stop digging. Stop digging in the wings. Okay, there's one. It might not be perfect. Okay, but you'll eat it. I know you'll eat it. You're on this.
And if it doesn't look good or appealing to you, maybe don't get it.
Put a napkin
There's a
over it.
million things on that buffet line. Get
Thank you.
something else.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. See, I knew this was going to be a good topic. All right. On to the question of the cast. Wait, did everybody answer? Everybody answered that one. Okay. On to the question of the cast. This is going to be a good one. No names now. No names.
All right.
But have you ever cruised, or names if you want to? Have you ever cruised with a cruise companion with annoying habits, or with some of those habits where you're like, wow, I didn't really know that you were going to be like this on a cruise or a vacation. I like you better as a homeland friend. I really do. I really do. I think we're gonna rethink this one next year. Have you ever had one of those scenarios, or have you been lucky?
Now
Chet-
we're all thinking like,
No, honestly, obviously, cruising with Robin from Sea Lake Journeys,
no.
she's like the perfect person. What can I tell you?
Good answer.
Yeah,
Answer.
yes.
that's how you stay together for 40 years, right there. You can tell the right answer. But no, even like in a group cruise, being around other people, or we've hung out with other people on cruises. No, it's amazing. We've just ran into some really amazing, fun people that I absolutely would want to hang out and cruise with again. Now they may not think the same thing about me, but I don't know. But I'm okay with them. Everybody we've cruised with, I'm like, yeah, I'd like to cruise with them again for sure. So I have not run into that, and hopefully I never do.
Yeah. Well, you got a good thing going there. You stick with Robin from Sea Lake Journey, so you'll be
Mhm.
fine.
Oh yeah.
You got a good cruise companion. How about
Good
you,
cruise
Alisa?
companion. Yeah, I think I've had great cruise companions. So I'm trying to think. In general, I guess I would just say that to be open minded and be open to trying new things. Like I know you don't normally do that at home, or you don't normally eat that thing, but don't knock somebody else for wanting to try it. Or you yourself try it. And I talk about that all the time on the mood check. Like I'm not a very adventurous eater. I know people think I am now because I do the mood check and I'm trying things and I'm trying to make things at home, but that's so that I won't go on the cruise ship and be like, oh my God, what is that? I'm more familiar with it, and I'm gonna like be more willing to try it. So even if you are having that internal, like, oh my God, I cannot believe they're serving escargot, don't voice it. Don't show it. Don't knock it for somebody else. And take a deep breath and maybe try it yourself. What is the worst that happens? You don't like it. You don't ever have to have it again. Just be open.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm lucky, just like just like both of you guys. I've had some really good cruise companions, from Bill from Armstrong Adventures, my aunt and my uncle, Aunt June and Uncle Brady, Richard from No Pants Profits. I mean, all of the I can think in the last 3 years, even my friends, Aaron, who was the reason why I started my channel. Keone,
Mhm.
they've all been great roommates. I think the worst roommates has been this guy right here. Sometimes when you wake up the next day, and mostly it's been when I'm solo, but you wake up the next day and you don't really remember what really happened, what transpired. Middle 20s, middle 20s. But I think, just me, really one of the most annoying habits is I don't even know. I don't even know. Eating all the cruise snacks and not remembering, and just not being conscious of eating all the cruise snacks when you're drunk. I don't know. Or, you know, ordering the room service and letting it sit out all night long because you forgot and fell asleep. Oh, yeah. What? No. What do you mean? What do you mean? No, yeah, yeah. But no, I've had some really good cruise companions, so I think that I think you just always have to be courteous, right, of who you're cruising with, even if you're friends on land or even if you're family on land. You are in a very close confine. Even if you get a balcony, you're in a very close confine. So I think you just have to respect your fellow other
Mhm.
companion and your cruise mate, and just take that into consideration. Don't just be doing some crazy weird stuff and just come in and you're just butt naked, like, what are you doing, like, come on, but yeah, so all right. let's see,
Sharing.
that is the last question for the day. This has been such a great episode. I knew this was going to get hot and heavy, especially with those certain things that may irritate you, that other cruisers do. I do want to thank you, Alisa from Alisa's Adventures in Cruising, Chet from Sea Leg Journeys, and Robin. We will see you guys next week with another topic here. And if you go on over to the Go Live Together show, give them a little conscious rate and let them know the three of us sent you. Have a great week, and we will see you guys.
And I'll see you at the mood check.
I'm already there.
That's right. Someone already opened.
Bye.